दिस इज द डे 14 ऑफ रॉ एंड अनकट स्टडी। टाइम हो रहा है 12:30। तो आज है डेट 10, तो आज हम 14 मिनट पढ़ाई करेंगे। कट इसलिए हुआ क्योंकि इंट्रोडक्शन का अलग होता है और रॉ वीडियो का अलग। डिश रूम ओ घर में मार read only memory. Chips have information stored in the theme by the manufacturer. Unlike RAM chips, ROM chips are not volatile and cannot be changed by the users. Read only means that the CPU can read or retrieve data and program written on the ROM chips. However, the computer cannot write, encode, or change the information or instruction in ROM. Not long ago, ROM chips were typically used to contain almost all the instruction for bank computer operation. For example, ROM instructions are needed to start a computer, to access memory, and to handle keyboard input recently. However, flash memory chips have replaced ROM chips to many applications. Flash memory offers a combination of the features of RAM and ROM. Like RAM, it can be updated to new information. Like ROM, it does not lose the information when power to the computer system is turned off. Flash memory is used for wide range of applications. For example, it is used to store and start up instruction. For example, for a computer, this information is called the system by basic input-output system. This information would include the specific concerning the amount of RAM and the type of keyboard, mouse, and secondary storage device is connected to the system unit. If changes and are made to the computer system, का हैं? These changes are reflected in the flash memory. Refers in a summary of the three types of memory: expansion slot and card. As previously mentioned, many personal computers allow users to expand their system by providing expansion slot on the system board. User can insert optional devices known as expansion card into this slot. There, there is a possibility into this slot. There is a possibility of dual slot of expansion pack which duplicates the functionalities of the system. Cards can be inserted that will increase the file storage space on your system or mobile phone. It also helps in increasing the battery power. Ports on the cards allow cables to be connected from the expansion card to devices outside the system unit. There are a wide range of different types of expansion card. Some of some of the most commonly used expansion card are graphics card, which provide high quality 3D graphics and animation for games and simulation. While my personal computer system have a GPU connected directly to the system board, other connect for a graphics card. This card can contain one or more GPU chips. It's standard for most gaming computers. Network interface cards, NIC, also known as network adapter cards, are used to connect a computer to a network. The network allows connected computers to share data, program, and hardware. The network adapter card typically connect the system unit to a cable that connects to the network. Wireless network card allow computers to connect it without cables. As we discussed in chapter 8, Wireless networks in the home are widely used to share a common internet connection. Each device on the network is equipped with a wireless network card that communication with the other devices to meet the size content of laptop computers, tablet and smartphones. Mail size expansion card known as SD card have been developed. This card plug into expansion slot located within many laptop, tablet and smartphone. Bus line. As mentioned earlier, bus line also known as simply bus connect to parts of the CPU to each other buses, also link the GPU to various other components on the system board. A bus is pathway to bits representing data and instruction. The number of bits that can travel simultaneously down a bus is known as the bus width. A bus is similar to multi-lane highway that moves bits rather than cars from the one location to another. The number of the number of traffic lanes determine the bus width. A highway with more 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 traffic lanes can move traffic ideas and instruction more effectively. For example, 64 bits bus can move twice as much information at the time. 32 bits bus. Why should you even care? Information at the time 32 bits. Why should you even care about what a bus line is? Because as microprocessor chips have changed, so have bus line, bus design or bus architecture is an important factor relating to the speed and power for particular computer. Additionally, many devices such as expansion card will work with only one type of bus. Every computer system has two basic categories of buses. One category called system bus connect to the GPU to memory on the system board. The other category called expansion buses connect the GPU to other components on the system board, including expansion slot. Expansion buses. Computer system typically have a combination of different types of expansion buses. The principal types are USB, Firewire, and PLC. Universal bus (USB). Universal serial bus is widely used today. External USB devices are connected from one to another or to a common point or hub and then into USB bus. The USB bus then connect to the PCI bus on the system board. The current USB standard to USB 3.1. Hardware buses are similar to USB houses but more specialized. They are used primarily to connect audio and video equipment to the system board. PCI Express is widely used in many of today's most powerful computers. Unlike most other buses that share a single bus line or path with the several devices, the PCI bus provides a single dedicated path for each connected devices. Ports. A port is a socket for external devices to connect to the system unit. Some ports connect directly to the system mode while others connected to cards that are inserted into slot on the system board. Some ports are standard features of most computer systems and others are more specialized. Standard ports. The most desktop and laptop computers come with the standard setup ports for connecting a monitor, keyboard and other एंड अदर। बिल्कुल पढ़ने का मन ही नहीं कर रहा, लेकिन पढ़ना तो पड़ेगा। A single USB port can be used to connect many USB devices to system unit. High definition multimedia interface. अगर पढ़ने का मन ना करे तो जोर जोर से पढ़ो। Provide high definition video and audio, making it possible to use a computer as a video jukebox or an HD video recorder. Thunderbolt ports. First introduced as Apple MacBook Pro computer, provide high-speed connection. A single port can connect up to 7 separate devices. Thunderbolt ports promise to replace a number of different types of ports, including mini display ports. Ethernet ports are high-speed network ports that have become a standard for many of today's computers. Ethernet allow you to connect multiple computers for sharing files or DSL or cable modem for high-speed internet access. Specialized port. Specialized port. In addition to standard ports, there are numerous specialty ports. The most common include external serial advanced technology attachment (ISATA) ports provide high-speed connection for external hard disk drives, optical disks, and other large secondary storage devices. Musical instrument digital interface (MDI/DI) ports are specialized type of port for connecting musical instrument like an electronic keyboard to a sound card. The sound card converts the music into a series of digital instructions. This instruction can be processed immediately to reproduce the music or can be saved to a file for later processing. Mini display ports are audio-visual ports typically used to connect large monitors. These ports are used to many Apple Macintosh computers. VGA Video Graphics Adapter, DBA Digital Video Interface ports provide connection to analog and digital monitors respectively. DBI has become the most commonly used standard, but VGA ports are still provided on almost all systems for capability with older, lower cost monitor. Firewire ports provide high-speed connection to specialized firewire devices such as camcorder and storage devices. Cable are used to connect exterior devices to the system unit via the ports. One end of the cable is attached to device, and the other end has connector that is attached to matching connector on the port. USB, HDMI, Thunderbolt, Ethernet. Power supply. That's complete. Power supply. Computers require to direct DC to power their electronic components to represent data and instruction. DC power can be provided indirectly by converting alternating currents AC from standard wall outlet or directly from batteries. Desktop computers have power supply unit located within the system unit. See, this unit plugs into standard wall outlet, convert AC to DC, and provide the power to drive all the system that unit components. Laptop typically use AC adapter that are located outside the system unit. AC adapter plug into a standard wall outlet, convert AC to DC, provide power to drive the system unit components, and can recharge the batteries. These computers can be operated either using AC adapter plug into wall outlet using battery power. There are batteries which typically provide sufficient power for the 8 hours before they need to recharge. तो 14 मिनट हो चुके हैं, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। वाह।